Welcome everybody to the landscape series here. We're just coming back from Heritage Tractor. They had this John Deere 50G for sale and we picked it up. But this, I think, if I remember right, is our last piece of the puzzle that we need. Now, quote, we do have a bigger excavator, but sometimes you don't always need those big excavators for your landscaping jobs. So, we'll give you a quick tour. So, here's our 3500 Ram, or Dodge. Then the excavator we just picked up. We'll go down there to that site in a minute, but this is the main, yard landscaping and all that shed. Got our mowers, our gator, which is set up for snow removal, skid steer, an older tractor and all that. Just something cheap I picked up with a snow blade and all that. Got a older dozer here, this Fiat Alice 89, and then our skid steer attachments for it. Then down here is where really the magic happens. We do a lot of construction jobs and all that, and a lot of hauling jobs too as well. So here we got our big Liebherr 902 excavator, our T-Rex 600 forestry mulcher, our big old Volvo for loading rock and road salt, which we gotta go pick up another load of road salt with the truck. And then our John Deere 6920 with our Batwing. And that is for road ditches and all that. We get hired by the state a lot around here to mow alongside the train tracks and all that, so just to about, I think, those trees and all that, which I'm okay with. And then, nothing in that shed. That is storage for all of our products and stuff, like wood. But here we got our pup trailer, our big Tex dovetail trailer, not dovetail, crap. Just our big Tex 20-foot trailer here, and then our big flatbed for hauling a lot of wood and all that. And then we got our rock and our road salt over here. We'll get the Mini X unloaded here later, but we also do have this Landau Lowboy for hauling this, because this truck will normally, if we have to, we can't haul the excavator with it on that trailer, but we normally, whenever we have bigger jobs that we use that excavator for, we'll have the pup trailer with this. So it's less loads of dirt or whatever we're loading. And then we got our bigger, wider bucket for our excavator. So all we gotta do is just go over here to the co-op. Which we were gonna do. I was trying to find an older Volvo, or just older wheel loader in general, but all of them that were for sale were either very overpriced or really high of hours, whatever, and just had a lot of problems. We need road salt. There we go. And this should be the last load of road salt we should need. We might come and get just a few more loads of gravel. I do want to get a bigger dozer, because that little Fiat dozer, I don't think is going to be able to do what I want it to do. So, I've been looking at some cat dozers, which there's one about, I think, on the other side of town. Not town, but a couple miles away, if I remember right. So, and if we could not hit everything that's in here, that's in the yard here, but we probably are going to take the brush hog and mow all this, just to make it look a lot nicer. Right now, I think we're good on rock, so I'm not going to worry about it. And then, back there's my little trailer. I know, I have probably millions and millions of dollars in the land and all this, and yeah, I'm living in a little trailer. It's fine. Pretty cozy, if you ask me. Trying to just build the pile. And that should be all we need for the jobs that we do. So, we'll get this right back into the shed here. And then this Kenworth, probably our best truck we have on the fleet for hauling stuff. I do want to get another Mack, but right now it just doesn't seem like the right time. I do want to. We're finally done. That didn't take any time at all, and it makes the whole property over here look a lot nicer. We are, I think, a guy needs a load of gravel from the way he sounded on the phone whenever I was mowing, but of course I was mowing, so I'm gonna call him back just to justify, so we don't bring a whole load of gravel and he doesn't need it. So I'm gonna get him called back and then we'll see. We're not done getting all of our stuff that we're gonna carry over here. Alright. Well, actually, while we're on the way up to the dealer, because we're buying pallet forks for this track. Alright. I'm gonna get this guy called and see what he needs, just to make sure. Alright, sounds good. Yep. We'll get that load of lime and a load of rock to you. Yep. See you in a few minutes. Alright. So, as you just heard, well, they need lime as well, so. And we have to landscape all the rocks, so. Which, the way it sounds, he's redoing his whole driveway and all that. Just, I think, one driveway. All the way up to his house, and then no more. So, you finally get to use the Volvo to load a truck. Now, this is not the biggest bucket, so we're probably going to be here for a few years. The load of lime, he said we're gonna do a full load. Because we charge by load. So, I wonder if I could get wood extensions for that semi, or the dump truck, whatever you want to call it. I mean, same thing. Now, realistically, you could definitely fit a lot more in that truck. But, yeah. And great, there's rain in the forecast now, guys. So, we're gonna get over to the job site, and, yeah, see you there. Alright, pulling up to the job site here. It's, this farm. So, my goodness, this truck does not like to stop even with the Jake brake on. Leave that running, and I'll go talk to the guy. Alright, so what we gotta do is, later sometime, he wants us to come in and rip this all up with one of our excavators and all that, and then re-pour concrete. Then he wants us to come mow. He's an old retired farmer who just isn't able to do what he used to, and so we're gonna pay. The rock is all we're paying him. He's gonna pay us. Then the rest we're gonna pay out of pocket to help him out. Do I not own this land? Try to get about middle of the path here. Oh, go, you stupid semi, go! We're gonna have to fix that. We'll go about right here once we get back. And this is not the guy who needs to load a line. I wonder if it's up there at the sawmill. Because he didn't give me an address. Yeah, the farmer that... Oh, gosh! I think we need a new new dump truck. Oh my, this thing does not like to stop. I think we're gonna try to get a bigger wheel loader because I want a bigger bucket. Well, I think we're gonna probably buy that high-tip bucket for our wheel loader here, guys. This one that will help us out a lot. So we'll get these rocks unloaded out of here. It's not that far away, so I should be in the clear to go and drive this on the road. See y'all once we get done. So overkill for what we're doing. Oh, that is so nice. This is gonna be awesome. I think this is probably 2-ton bucket. Can hold 2 tons. I think that's right. Jeez, that's a wild ride. Alright, we're gonna just cut in here to this pile. To the big pile we have. Okay, good, not weighing the loader down. Not making me have to run on just the front wheels. So about 5 loads for this. Not a full 5 loads, but just about 5 loads. To fill up the truck, so not bad in my opinion. That's pretty nice. Versus probably, I think, 8, maybe 10 with that other bucket. What are we already at? And I've done 1 load with the... Oh my. So much faster. No, this was probably the best investment I've made. A bigger bucket. Is it a Volvo brand too? It is. I'm hoping this is not gonna take too much of my time. Hang on, the day has just started, but... Now we get to go have some fun. Not sure how I like this interior though. I mean, it is neat, but I'd rather like a black or a red interior. Especially with the color palette of the truck. But it's fine for now. Plus anyway, I think we're gonna have to definitely plan on a better semi with better brakes. Nothing against the old Mack here, but I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to deal with it not wanting to stop at 30. So, and yeah, I know rocks weigh a lot, but not being able to stop is a problem. Kind of makes me worried about hauling stuff with the trailer on the back with it loaded. I think with how far we got, I think what we have there is enough. So we just gotta get the skid steer now. It's empty right now. We're doing 50. I gotta slow down all the way over here. Alright. Just park the semi right here for now. And then guess we'll just bring the service truck and the skid steer trailer there. Because all we should need is the skid steer and the bucket. Which this Bobcat 863 Turbo is a really nice machine. Older, but really nice. Which, this is going to be probably a 2-episode project, so... Because we got to spread all the gravel, we got to tear up that old concrete. You're supposed to stop. That was a nice stop, ding dong. No one stops there. He said it's fine if I park on the grass, so... Oh, crap. Alright. This one's strapped. We get to put the Bobcat to some good use. Oh my. How was it? Don't tell me I need a smaller bucket. This is a small bucket already. We're gonna have to think of something. That is a pretty big bucket. Oh, we need this anyway. So... I can't get that in a black color, but I'm pretty sure I can with this one. Yep. So, we'll have to go get all that. But, I'm gonna try to keep spreading gravel here, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Peace.